हॉर्लिक्स प्रोटीन प्लस, जिसमें है दूध और सोया, ये दिन के 30% तक की प्रोटीन की जरूरत को पूरा करे। मैं उसके बहुत अगेंस्ट हूँ, वो है वो प्रोटीन शेक्स, ये पता नहीं क्यों लेते हैं।
This is one of the supplement ad that one of our icons of fitness has endorsed and acted in. And yet, he also advises youth to not turn to supplements. So what is the truth? Are supplements good or bad? Do they contain steroids and other banned substances as people believe and say? Keep watching and I will give you a full and complete picture of what is good, what is bad and downright dangerous, what the authorities are doing about it, and how you can protect and safeguard yourself by knowing what to look out for. But before that, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell icon for regular updates that give you well-researched, complete answers to many burning questions like these. But what are supplements and why can they be really dangerous if not used correctly? Supplements are exactly that. They are supposed to supplement a complete diet which is good, nutritious, and healthy. But why should a good diet need supplementing? Well, there are many reasons. There are many foods that we avoid because we don't like the taste, because the food itself is less rich in nutrients than it should be, because with the same land having to feed a larger and larger population, the nutrients in the soil gets used time and again over multiple crop cycles. So you get far less nutrients than your grandfather used to. Our food is also a lot more processed than it used to be a generation ago. We are also consuming a lot of junk food and processed food which has become a culture. Some people also want to work out very intensely and heavily. So they want to build more muscles and fitness. They need more proteins and more amino acids than average people do. It is like your car or bike. As long as you are happy to drive at a steady 60 kilometers per hour speed, you can go very far on 1 liter of fuel. But what if you want to drive faster? What if you're driving up a long and steep mountain road? It will consume more fuel, right? It is the same case with your body. If you want to do more, if you want to do it faster, if you want to give it more power, you need more nutrition. So there are supplements anybody actively working on their fitness actually need, like protein supplements, essential amino acids, as well as some vitamins and minerals our food may fall short on. Broadly, supplements can be divided into 3 categories. The first category is the foundational supplements, which comprises of good quality protein such as whey, casein, egg albumin, vitamins, minerals, and essential fats such as omega-3 oils coming from fish and flax seeds. The second level, guys, the pyramid consists of supplements to enhance your workout performance. You would have definitely heard of supplements such as creatine, arginine, caffeine, BCAA, and many others. Finally, the third level of the pyramid consists of specialized herbs to boost your health, such as ashwagandha, yohimbine, and many other herbs found in supplement form in the market. I would highly recommend that if you want to spend money on supplements, that first you fulfill your foundational nutrient requirements by buying protein, vitamins, minerals, omega-3 fats before thinking of buying creatine, BCAA, and other performance enhancing supplements in the pyramid level. Fulfilling the foundation nutrients is paramount to your health. But many people turn to supplements for wrong reasons and actually look at substituting their food for having supplements, or choose the wrong supplements. Because with the booming demand, there are many new entrants and suppliers in the market. In fact, the supplement industry is at a whopping 29,430 crore and growing at a phenomenal rate of 16% annually. Many of these newcomers sell you dangerous supplements that are often mislabeled, containing very harmful or even downright dangerous ingredients that are not at all indicated on the packaging and are not healthy for you. You may have read news reports of a series of raids conducted worldwide that expose these bogus manufacturers who use banned items in their products and mislabel them for the purpose of business and misleading the consumer. These authorities who conducted these raids found that crores and crores of rupees worth of supplements were being sold in India that contained harmful drugs, steroids, banned stimulants due to their adverse health effects under the label of protein supplements. Not knowing the ill effects many end up taking these bogus supplements, banned substances, and end up in hospital with organ failure. But while the authorities are therefore aware of this pertinent issue, the FDA in general is not required by law to perform quality checks on dietary supplements. The only time a certain product can be recalled is after it has hit the shelves and there are complaints about its negative effects. The problem, however, is not only in India alone. Far from it. The FDA in the US again is largely ineffective when it comes to preventing such mal and dangerous practices. Peter Cohen, MD of Harvard Medical School and Cambridge Health Alliance in Massachusetts, and his co-authors examined the makeup of 17 brands of over-the-counter supplements in the US purchased online that were labeled to include deterenol that has never been approved for use in the US and which FDA explicitly banned from supplements in 2004. I hope you heard it correctly. These labels actually said they contain a banned ingredients, and yet they are being sold. Across all those brands, the researchers found 9 stimulant compounds that were not allowed to be used in supplements. These stimulants actually encouraged your body to increase its heart rate, blood pressure, causing a lot of heart problems. And yet, the US FDA has done nothing about it. In my recent video on the Great Food Labels Con, I have told you about the nexus that exists between the government and the food companies. Definitely watch it if you haven't already. A similar nexus seems to exist in the supplement industry as well. And the American FDA is doing nothing about it. Why are these supplement manufacturers quietly adding substances that are not allowed to be put in supplements? Simple business reality. They have to make huge promises to sell and then deliver on them to keep the customers happy, getting results, and coming back for more. So what is the easiest way for the manufacturers to do that? Quietly add some illegal, dangerous ingredients that can give short-term results, make it look like magic. Except the magic doesn't last. And as you keep using them, they start affecting your health negatively and often very seriously. So what can we as consumers do to protect us? As a simple rule, be wary of products that promise miraculous results. A protein is ultimately just a protein. If a supplement product makes tall claims about the miraculous results that you can expect, it is probably better to steer clear and not buy the product. So how can you as a consumer look out for specific proof on the supplement label that the certain supplement is safe? If you're using an imported supplement brand, you should know that several independent third-party bodies in the US test and certify supplements. These are 4 established, trusted organizations such as ConsumerLab.com, NSF International, US Pharmacopoeia Convention, and Informed Choice. What exactly do these bodies certify? The Consumer Lab stamp, for example, only assures you that the product does not contain harmful levels of the specified contaminants. The NSF and USP, on the other hand, give a clear assurance that apart from contaminants, the products do not contain any ingredients that is unsafe for consumption. The other major body certifying supplements is Informed Choice, with a distinctive tick mark logo and a clear promise that the product contains no banned ingredients. This is another US organization that is globally recognized. The good news is that for us that many brands available in India are now certified by Informed Choice. This is by no means a complete list, nor am I trying to sell you these supplements or brands. They are just examples. If you buy any brand with one of these logos, you can be rest assured that it has been independently tested by an organization that you can trust. And brands that don't have any of these can apply for the certification and get it if they are cleared for no banned substance. But if they don't have it, then you always run a risk of consuming supplements that may be harmful to your health. Yes, third-party tested supplement products can cost more, but why should you risk your health just to save some bucks? So what do you think? Is the government doing enough to ensure you're protected from unscrupulous manufacturers? Shouldn't the government establish a reliable system to start issuing clear certificates of safety after testing individual products right here in India so that we have a reliable system which is cost effective so that we choose only safe products. Shouldn't every product be forced to list all the ingredients it contains with strict criminal action taken against any false claims? People buy and consume supplements because they want to improve their health and fitness. Shouldn't the authorities ensure that they are able to do so without any fear? Tell me what you think in the comments. After all, it is a burning issue that affects every one of us. In the meanwhile, share this video with a friend who's obsessed with taking supplements and help him make informed choices and protect his health. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for many more such informative science-based videos and click the bell icon to make sure you're notified every time that there's a new one. As a rule, I post a new video every Friday at 8 p.m. Till then, I'll see you next Friday. Keep working on your fitness, stay healthy, and yes, stay safe.